What if I told you two people doing the exact same work on Outlier could earn completely different amounts just because of how they are paid? That's the question a lot of people are asking right now. Does Outlier pay per hour or per task? And more importantly, which one actually makes you more money? Let's break it down in a way that actually makes sense, especially if you're trying to decide whether this platform is worth your time. First, here's the short answer. Outlier can pay both per hour and per task. It depends on the type of project you're assigned to. But that simple answer doesn't tell you what you really need to know, because the way you are paid can dramatically affect your earnings, your workflow, and even your stress level. So let's start with hourly pay. On some Outlier projects, especially ones that involve reviewing, training AI models, or working on complex prompts, you'll be paid an hourly rate. This means you're essentially being paid for the time you spend actively working. Now, this sounds great on the surface. Predictable income, steady pace, and you don't have to rush. If you're someone who likes taking their time, double-checking their work, and maintaining quality, hourly pay can feel like a safe zone. But here's the catch. Hourly projects often come with strict tracking. Your activity might be monitored, and you may need to meet certain productivity benchmarks. If you're too slow, you might be flagged. If you're inactive, you're not earning. So yes, it's stable, but it's not completely relaxed. Now let's talk about per task pay, because this is where things get interesting. On many Outlier projects, especially microtasks or data labeling assignments, you're paid per task completed. This means every task has a fixed payout, for example, 50 cents, $2, or even higher depending on complexity. Here's why some people love this model. Speed equals money. If you're fast, efficient, and know exactly what you're doing, you can complete a lot of tasks in a short time and potentially earn more than hourly workers. But there's a flip side. If tasks are difficult, unclear, or require a lot of thinking, your effective hourly rate can drop fast. You might spend 10 minutes on something that only pays $1. Suddenly, you're earning way less than you expected. And here's something most people don't realize. Task availability plays a huge role. Even if you prefer per task work, if there aren't enough tasks available, you're stuck refreshing your dashboard waiting for new assignments. No tasks means no pay. On the other hand, hourly projects usually come with more consistent work, but they're not always easy to get into. You might need to pass assessments or meet certain qualifications first. So now the real question becomes, which one is better? And the honest answer is, it depends on you. If you're someone who works quickly, learns systems fast, and can maintain accuracy under pressure, per task projects can be extremely profitable. You're basically rewarded for efficiency. But if you prefer a more controlled pace, less pressure to rush, and more predictable earnings, hourly projects might suit you better. There's also a hybrid reality on Outlier that many users experience. You might start on a per task project, then get invited to an hourly one, or switch between different payment models depending on what's available. It's not always fixed. And that's why understanding how both systems work gives you an advantage. Because instead of just accepting whatever project comes your way, you can actually decide what aligns with your strengths. One more thing you need to keep in mind. Quality matters a lot. Whether you're paid hourly or per task, core performance can get you removed from projects. So chasing speed at the expense of accuracy can backfire quickly. The people who earn the most on Outlier aren't just fast, they're consistent and precise. So if you're thinking about joining or you're already on the platform, don't just ask how do they pay, ask yourself how do I work best, because that's what ultimately determines how much you'll earn. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.